Alright guys, good morning. It's 8:39 right now. I need to get some water in, get that hydration going, and then go do some work. Because honestly, to be honest, I said I was working the other day. I was not working, bro.
Hi, good morning. Oh, it's there.
So supplements down, took a creatine monohydrate, zinc as well for test production, and then beef organs for good micros, and then vitamin D3, K2, D3. Obviously, most people are D deficient because they don't go outside. I checked my levels, and they're pretty low. This is a long time ago though I checked it. So I supplement, I think, 8 drops, which is 4,000 IUs. It's for 800 mcgs of K2, just to offset that D. If one apple a day keeps the doctor away, what if you eat 2? What happens?
Then you keep the doctor, 2 doctors away.
Getting some morning walking in, I usually preach morning walking, but as recently, like with many things, I've fallen off on those fronts whilst coming back to Hong Kong and having it mess up my routine. So, walking and then soaking in some sun, and then I got breakfast here, which is 2 apples. So the reason why walking is good is because it downregulates, I don't know if that's a specific term, but it downregulates the amygdala, which is responsible for fear and anxiety. So by walking in physical space called forward ambulation, like actually walking forward, not on a treadmill, you actually decrease your stress markers and your fear and anxiety markers, essentially. So that's pretty cool. Not only are you getting sun to wake up, you're also decreasing your fear and anxiety. I mean, it's 3 birds, 1 stone. That's a big ass stone, you know what I'm saying? So it's a good day to be alive, bro. Every day is blessed. Of course, I'm very fortunate in a comparative sense to other people. I get to go to university in a different country. I have lots of family members who are alive and healthy. Well, you just gotta look at, you have life. You woke up today able-bodied, able-minded to do things. I'm currently not riddled with any disease, so I'm very grateful with that. But for the most part, that's because of my doing, right? In the gym, I'm working hard to stay fit, to get even fitter, and I eat well, I watch what I eat. It certainly does take more time than usual, but I feel like this is an investment that's worth your time, your body. It's an investment worth your time because it's the only vessel in which you experience life in. So why not take care of it, right? If I'm unhealthy, it's gonna hinder my experience of other things in life, right? Not just, I can't do sports, right? If I'm unhealthy, I can't foster a child as well. If I'm unhealthy, I can't focus on my personal business and make money, kind of stuff like that, right? It's a good thing I brought the freaking wind filter, bro. Today is hella windy, but you probably can't hear any of that. Man, the sun is coming out as well. Blessed freaking day. Eat some apples, get that carbs in. One thing I have not been doing as religiously as well is fasting. And I feel like if you're metabolically healthy, you'll be insulin sensitive, regardless of feeding window, right? I only see that's applicable for people who are not metabolically healthy and who eat very insulin resistant foods, right? So by fasting, they can still afford to eat those highly insulin spiking foods, and by being metabolically unhealthy, they can still kind of somewhat offset, they can somewhat offset their unhealthiness by fasting in the insulin sense. I certainly see the benefits, but in terms of my lifestyle and my current, the context of myself, I think fasting is not worth it for me. I still do occasionally fast, not on purpose though. So that's what's up. Like if I'm not hungry, I'll just won't eat for a little bit and then eat when I'm hungry. I do think fasting is useful if you want to control your calories. So that for me is the more applicable thing. If you're in a cutting context, you're closing your feeding window to smaller time, then I do believe that like fasting is beneficial, right? Because it's going to be harder to eat more calories. And the same for bulking, right? Maybe your appetite's huge, which mine is, relatively speaking, right? Fasting would help me condense more calories in so I don't overeat a large surplus. I'm learning to utilize this camera more effectively. There's a tracking function on this camera. If I double tap, it'll follow my face. I feel like the static shots are nicer. Like, there's a reason why you have to add movement to a shot. You can't just be like, oh, I'll just double tap this thing and track it. Like, let's say I'm standing still right now, but like my head's moving a little bit. It's gonna add just the smallest amount of movement that's kind of, in my opinion, distracting for the viewer, right? So this is a case where you don't want to do the head tracking. Otherwise, the viewer is gonna get like a bit distracted. If I was doing a constant walk, if I was doing like so guys, you know, today we're gonna do this and that, and then this, and then that's gonna happen, and I was constantly walking, then it would be a nice shot. But if it's just a talking head shot, like it is now, right, I think having no movement is good. It's less distracting. The viewer can focus on what's being said at hand, right? So this is why I chose to do this. That's my opinion, of course, but I think most people would agree with me. How are y'all liking the haircut though? The way the dude did it yesterday, like he added some clay or pomade, made it look real nice. So I have some clay and pomade. I'm gonna finesse something. One word of advice I'll give myself is that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it, right? The reason why I say this is because yesterday I played basketball and I was playing pretty bad. I was rewatching the footage. I was like, nah, I didn't score as much as I wanted to, right? But I realized, of course, I'm not going to be as good as I want to be because I didn't put in the work, right? Stop complaining about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. Another good quote. Did I put in the necessary hours to learn how to shoot a three-pointer? No. So there's your answer. But in the same sense, it's kind of inspiring, right? As long as you put in enough time, for the most part, right, you're gonna get the result that you want to get. And this was evident when I was rewatching the footage because, of course, the thing I put in a lot of time is bodybuilding, right? I was looking at the footage, I was like, damn, like, okay, I look pretty built next to these basketballers, right? Like, my sport is bodybuilding, their sport is basketball, right? We're in two different lanes, and I've just put more time and energy into that lane. They put more time and energy to basketball, right? It's in its own respective fields, right? And it's just about what you put your time towards. Same thing for YouTube right now. If I put more time to this, I reckon I could get a decent amount of subscribers, right? As long as I stay consistent and keep putting time and time and time, right? That's the currency you can give: time, attention. What am I giving my attention to? Okay, if I'm giving my attention to making YouTube videos, then eventually the outcome will follow, right? You cannot be fixated on the outcome, right? You can just reverse engineer the outcome. Okay, I want this goal. What does a person who has this goal do, right, on a daily basis? Okay, a person who has 100K subscribers makes and dedicates an hour or 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to working and making YouTube videos. Oh, a guy with a really good physique. Let's reverse engineer what his inputs are. What is he inputting on a daily basis? He's inputting good food into his body. He's inputting training stimulus to his body. I was feeling discouraged a little bit. Oh, I'm so bad. But I realized it's just about what you put your time into. It doesn't matter, right? I know if I put the same amount of hours I do into basketball that I do gym, I'd be pretty good, I'd say. Like almost 1.5 hours a day for the last 2.5 years, you would be okay at basketball. Like you know how to shoot a three, I reckon. In terms of more important things though, I'm doing some work for an hour or two. And I'm gonna go see my family for lunch in central Hong Kong. I live in Hong Kong, by the way, if y'all didn't know this. And then possibly hitting the gym. You know, I got my gym clothes in my bag. Always good to pack just in case. You know, I got my gym clothes, my gym shirt. I gym in jeans now because I quite like that vibe and that look. It looks like quite rugged. And yeah, that's what's up. Some nice cars here. I don't know if y'all see that road. And finish some work. You already know the vibes. Listening to Eagles, Take It Easy. I don't know if y'all recognize, we're in Central. Man, the sun is shining, beautiful buildings. Fortunately, it doesn't get any better than this, bro. Yeah, we're gonna go get some lunch right now. I'm testing the mic. Because the mic is, well, I'm in like central Hong Kong next to a freeway, so let's see if this mic can block out all this noise. Get some food with the fam, some Japanese food. It's a blessed freaking day, bro. It doesn't get any better than this, fortunately and unfortunately, bro. One of the coolest buildings ever, bro. This is the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, old headquarters. This place is sick, and you know it's purposely built to accommodate the feng shui. I don't know how so, but I think it's like the cannons on the top, you know, fight against the evil spirits. I don't know how that works, but.
Quinn I respect. Quinn at least he may be tired, but like he still got up. It's like he still needs to eat.
Before, I used to sleep very late.
You got your hair, no?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's similar to his hair. The way he cut it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
It's similar to
He's Lewis is good for that.
yeah.
I think yes, man.
You want to order unagi, iced coffee.
I get free one, a haircut. They give you a free cold brew.
Delicious meal, savor down, beef rice with a raw egg, and then one piece of unagi eel.
tall building. I know. More.
All right, lads, finished the freaking workout. Oh my God, y'all see that pump? Finished the workout. You know the vibes. Feeling good, feeling great. It's obviously a blessed day once again to be alive. Chris, any notes you want to say to the YouTube video?
It was okay. It could have been better. I wish I did flies.
He pinged it 47
workout.
again. Pinged it 47.5 again. For 2 working sets. Last week he did 1 working set, he was fatigued. This week 2, now fatigued. Next week 3. Then the week after 4.
Oh. Best cure for jet lag? Cocaine, chest.
Oh my god. Alright, ladies and germs. The day is officially over. I was supposed to go to the horse races today, but instead I'm just gonna walk home. We had feather and bone. I had a freaking bone marrow mashed potato with so on the nutritional front for dinner, I had a bone marrow mashed potato as a starter. No, as a side. And as a starter, I had a bone marrow like bread. And then as a main, I had a truffle pasta, which was low-key mid, to be honest. Not worth the money, but it is what it is. You live and learn, I guess. You know, with regards to the session today, it was actually a very good session. Push day. I felt quite firm. I look very pumped today. My vascularity was really good because I slept decent. I look quite lean, like I wasn't holding too much water, which is great. Yeah, all in all, pretty good day. Nice calories. Training was great. I can't lie, vascularity was insane. Not holding much water. Lifts went up. Music was somewhat hitting. You know, I could lock in to some degree. And I did a bit of work, so yeah. I journaled as well, which really helped with, you know, just understanding, trying to become slightly impartial to my issues. So yeah, that's definitely beneficial, I think, just for my mental health and just clarity of, you know, working on things. Gym's going good. It's another blessed freaking day to be alive, bro. Look at this nice weather, Christmas vibes, lights, you know, and I don't mean for this to be like a forum for me to just complain about issues, but I certainly feel sometimes I feel a bit lonely, you know. It's just, you know, for myself, I don't put myself out there, right? And I don't put in the effort. There's a really good quote that I think Alex Hormozy said. It was, stop complaining about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. Anything you do, like before you complain, ask yourself and say like, okay, did I put in the necessary work to yield such a result? Or am I just like wanting results without having to do any of the input, you know? I myself didn't put enough work in on that front, and this is why, you know, certain issues have arisen. But there's also the flip side, in which is that, you know, as a dude, you need to learn to be independent of people, of things, of pleasures, of, you know, material goods, right? In order to be free in that aspect, right? You can't be tied down to, oh, I need Instagram, I won't survive. Oh, I need a vape. Oh, I need alcohol. Oh, I need women, this, that, right? You shouldn't be tied down to these things, ideally, right? And a lot of things, especially when you're making a lot of changes in your life, will take time. And usually that time is spent by yourself, you know. No one's gonna help you curl the weight. No one's gonna help you do your university essays, put in the work for your personal business, all of that, right? These are stuff you kind of have to do by yourself and invest time by yourself. So, you know, there's two sides of the same coin.